When I think of the 1920 Cleveland Indians, I think of the healing arts. Let me explain. There was Joe Doc Evans, there was Doc Johnston, and there was Joe Sewell. Joe Evans was a graduate of the University of Mississippi, and there he studied the medical arts. He also played football and scored the winning touchdown against Arkansas in 1914. But he went straight from the University of Mississippi to playing third base for the Cleveland Indians. And then he was drafted into the Army. Because he was studying medicine, he was sent back to finish his studies with medicine before he went into the Army. Then he returned to the Indians. He lost his third base job to Larry Gardner, but went on to play in the outfield and helped the 20 Indians to the 20 World Series. After his baseball career, he did indeed become an obstetrician and practiced medicine in Gulfport, Mississippi. And then there was Doc Johnston. He didn't go into the medical arts. Don't know why he was nicknamed Doc, but he was distinguished by being the first set of brothers to play in the World Series. His brother Jimmy Johnston played third base for the Brooklyn Dodgers in the 1920 World Series. And then there was Joe Sewell. He and his brother Luke Sewell, who also played Major League Baseball, were sons of a country doctor, and they were headed toward medical school when a manager of a semi-pro baseball team convinced Joe to give baseball a chance. He only played a half a season when he was discovered by the Cleveland Indians, who needed a shortstop after the tragedy to the regular shortstop, Ray Chapman, who was beamed on August 16th and died the next day. Joe hit a triple in his fourth at bat, and he was on his way to hitting .329 in 22 games to finish out the season for the Indians spectacularly. Brother Luke came to the Indians in 1921. He was a catcher, and they played together on the Indians for the next 10 years. Joe didn't become a doctor, but he hit .312 over his major league career and became the toughest man in baseball history to strike out. Good morning, everybody. This is Apba Brian with Apba Baseball Classics, bringing to you game number 147, the All-Time Greats Tournaments. Game 2 of the series between the 1965 Minnesota Twins and the 1920 Cleveland Indians. Twins are at League Park today in Cleveland. We're playing basic Apba, but we're using the Merino boards for a little more detail in stealing and defense. But we will use the pitcher's letter grades. We've had the starting lineups. Jim Bagby is on the mound. He's a grade A pitcher, Z modifier, 31-game winner in 1920. He's ready to pitch to the American League 1965 AL MVP, Zoyo Versalles. Here's the pitch to Versalles. 3-3 roll. That's a hit column roll for Versalles. And 31 is going to be a leadoff triple for Versalles. That's an opening statement for the Twins. You got a 31-game winner, but we've got some players too. Here's Jimmy Hall stepping into the box. He hit a home run yesterday. Here's the pitch to Jimmy Hall. 6-6 roll. There's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here, and the Twins were on the board. 2-0 over the Indians. How do you do? Jimmy Hall was a rookie in 1963. He hit 33 home runs. He had 20 and 65. And he hits a big one here. The Twins must win today to stay in the tournament. Here is Tony Oliva. Here's the pitch from Jim Bagby. 6-3 is a fly ball deep to center field. but it's going to stay in the ballpark. Trish Speaker racing back toward the track and makes the catch. One away. Here is Harmon Killebrew. And I would say that Jim Bagby has been no mystery to these twin sluggers in the first. 32 is a 26. That ball's hit on the ground. Taken by the second baseman, Bill Wamsgans. Throws to Doc Johnston at first. There's 2 outs. Here is Earl Batty. .34 is a fly ball to center field. Trish Speaker, who plays a shallow center field, goes back for this one and makes that catch. But the Twins score twice on the triple and home run. Home run coming from Jimmy Hall. We go to the bottom of the first inning, Minnesota 2. Cleveland Indians coming to bat. On the mound for Minnesota is Camille Pascual from Havana, Cuba. He is a grade B pitcher, Y modifier. Joel Sewell steps into the box for the Indians. Here's the first pitch to Cleveland. 35 is a 9. It gets a B, and that's going to be a base hit for Joel Sewell. Made some new base runners for the Cleveland Indians team using the 1920 logo. Originally, the tournament I was using the 1941 logo. That's all I had. And then I used their more modern logo yesterday, but I thought, well, it's time to make some discs for the 1920 Indians. Here's Joe Evans, left fielder for the Indians. He platooned quite a bit in 1920, but he has been playing regularly in the tournament. He is 18 for 43 with 4 doubles. Here's the pitch to Joe Evans. 35 is a Minnesota is fielding column 3, so 3-5 is play result of 8 is a ground out to third base to Harmon Killebrew. Runner goes to second. 2 outs. Or 1 out. Trish Speaker steps into the box. He's had a great tournament. 17 for 38 with a 5 doubles and 9 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Trish Speaker. 42 is a 9 against a B pitcher. That is going to be a base hit, and Sewell scores. Speaker comes through for Cleveland and cuts the lead in half. Elmer Smith. .32 is a 26. It's hit on the ground towards second base. And they get Speaker out at second. 4-6. Fielder's choice. 2 outs. And now Smith is the runner at first. Average speed. Here is third baseman Larry Gardner. Pascual goes into the stretch. Here is the pitch. 23 is a 26. That's a ground ball to second base. And he also goes the short way. 3 outs. The Indians cut the lead in half, though. They score 1. We go to the top of the second. Minnesota 2 and Cleveland 1. Don Mitchell leads off for the Twins. He's got 4 home runs and 6 RBIs in the tournament. Jim Bagby winds and throws. 45 is going to be a base on balls as Bagby works carefully to Mincher. He's a slow runner. They'll play it safe at first base and on the base pass. Here's Rich Reese. Played sparingly in 1965. But Bobby Allison has really struggled in this tournament. He's only 4 for 28. He has Reese is in there. Here's the pitch to Reese. 61 is a 29. Ground ball back to the pitcher, or a Y. He doesn't have a Y. So it's going to be a fielder's choice as Bagby turns and throws to second to retire Mincher 1-6. Now Reese is the runner. Average speed at first. They're not going to play it safe now. Rich Rollins comes to bat. 46 is another ground ball to Bagby, who throws to the second to retire Reese. 2 outs. Rollins is at first. And now the pitcher, Camille Pasquale. .44 is an 8 against an A. That is another ground out to the pitcher. This time he goes to first. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the second. Minnesota 2, Cleveland 1. Doc Johnson leads off the Indians' bottom of the second inning. .292 hitter in 1920. Here's the pitch from Camille Pasquale. Big overhand curveball pitcher. 53 is an 18. That's going to test the shortstop, Versailles, who is fielding column 1. That's a base hit. So Johnson reaches the ball just out of reach of the shortstop. Johnson's at first, average speed. Here is Steve O'Neill. .31 is a 9 against a B. Base hit. Sending Johnston to second. First 2 Indians are on, nobody out. Puts a tying run at second for Bill Wamsgans. Hometown boy from Cleveland, Ohio. Here's the pitch. 52 is a 27. Minnesota's fielding column 3, so that's a ground out to third base. 5-3. Both base runners advance the base. And now the Indians have second and third. Minnesota's defense is questionable. If they were fielding column 2, that would have been a double play. Here is the pitcher, Jim Bagby. Infield will play in, try to cut the run off. Here's the pitch to Bagby, the pitcher, 41, is a 24. Popped up toward third base, caught by Killebrew. 2 outs. It's going to be up to Joe Sewell to get these runners home. .51 is an 8 against the B. That's going to be a fly ball to center field, caught by Jimmy Hall, and Camille Pasquale pitches his way out of it. We go to the top of the third. Twins 2 and Indians 1. Jim Bagby returns to the mound in the top of the third inning to pitch, and he was the benefactor of Bill Wamsgantz's unassisted triple play in Game 5 of the World Series. He was the winning pitcher of that game. And his son, Jim Bagby Jr., he's most noted for, he was a good pitcher in his own right, pitching for the Red Sox, and was pitching for the Red Sox in 1941. And he's the pitcher who stopped Joe DiMaggio's 56-game winning streak. Zoyo Versailles steps into the box to start the third inning for the Twins. He began the game off with a bang with a triple in the first inning and scored. Here's the pitch to Versailles. 64 is a 2-3. That will test the pitcher's fielding prowess, and it's going to be an error on Jim Bagby. E1, first error of the game. Puts Versailles at first, a fast runner, and he's E32 stealing, which means he's before the 6th inning. He can only steal if there's 2 outs in the inning. That's the main thing. The score also has something to do with it. Jimmy Hall steps into the box. Homered. It's homered the past 2 days. Here's the pitch. 4-3 is a 29. That's a ground ball back to the pitcher, who turns and throws to his shortstop, Joe Sewell, covering second. That gets out Versailles, fielder's choice for Jimmy Hall. Hall is fast. His steal rating is D26. With his letter grade, he is eligible to steal. Bagby's moves first is 0, and O'Neill is, I think, a +2 to his favor, which is true. So D24. Chances to be safe on a steal attempt would be 11 through 46. Not too bad. 2/3 chance. Oliva does not have an extra 31. He's going to try a straight steal. Here's the throw to second. 1-6, and Jimmy Hall steals second. I like to see that from home run hitting teams. I like them to see them steal a base every now and then. You can't just count on the home run ball to be there every day. But you can steal bases every day if you have enough speed. Here is Tony Oliva. We're in scoring position. Bagby goes into the stretch. He checks the runner. Here's the pitch to Tony Oliva. 3-3 roll. That's going to be a drive. Oliva squares this up, 54. It's going to be a double, and will score Jimmy Hall, extending the Twins' lead to 3-1. That is Tony Oliva's 14th RBI in the tournament, which I think might be one more than Babe Ruth. Nope, that's not right. Ruth has 17, so Ruth still leaves everyone with the 17 RBIs that he has. Here's Harmon Killebrew. 1-3 is a 14. It's going to be a base on balls. Twins have men on first and second with one down. Earl Batty. .65 is a 35, and that is going to be a foul out to the catcher, Steve O'Neill. One catcher puts out the other. Here is Don Mencher. Dangerous hitter here. Mencher is followed by Reese. Going to pitch to him. Here's the pitch to Don Mencher. 61 is a 37. Strike one. 52 is a 27, and that is a ground ball to third base. Throws to first. Mitchell is retired. That's the end of the inning for the Twins, but they had a run. Minnesota 3, Cleveland 1. Doc Evans leads off the bottom of the third inning for the Cleveland Indians. He was I mentioned he played football at University of Mississippi. He's only 5'9", 160 pounds. Played quarterback at Mississippi. Here's the pitch to Doc Evans. 2-5 is a 8 against a B. That's a fly out to Jimmy Hall in center field. Evans is 0 for 2 today. Here is Tris Speaker. .36 is a 33. It's got a Y, and Pasquale has the Y strikeout modifier, so Speaker goes back to the dugout, the first strikeout victim for Camille Pasquale. 2 up and 2 down. Here is Elmer Smith. 34 is a fly ball to Jimmy Hall in center. 3 up and 3 down for the Indians in the third. Twins 3, Cleveland 1 as we go to the fourth. We're at the bottom of the Twins batting order for the fourth inning. Rich Reese, Rick Rollins, and Camille Pasquale. Here's the pitch from Jim Bagby. 6-5 is a 35. That's going to be a foul out to the catcher, O'Neill. Here's Rich Rollins. 61 is a ground ball to shortstop. taken there by Joe Sewell, the throw to first. 2 outs. Now the pitcher, Camille Pasquale. Pasquale rolled out to the pitcher his first time up. Here's the pitch, 31. Is a 23. There's another ground ball back to the pitcher, but he is going to boot it. That's 2 errors by the pitcher, Jim Bagby. That puts the Pasquale at first. Bat boy runs his jacket out to him. Doyle Versailles steps into the box. He has tripled and reached by an error by Jim Bagby. 52 is a 27. That will end the inning. A ground ball to third base. Throws to first. Twins go down in the fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Minnesota 3 and Cleveland 1. Camille Pasquale has pitched twice in the tournament. He has pitched 8 in the third innings and given up 3 runs. He has not figured in either the decision in either of those games. He has Larry Gardner, Doc Johnson, and Steve O'Neill for the bottom of the fourth inning. Here's the pitch to Larry Gardner. 43 is a ground ball back to Pasquale. 1 away. Twins up by 2. 24 is a swing and a miss, strike 3 by Doc Johnson. Second strikeout for Pasquale. Here is Steve O'Neill. Pasquale has not walked anybody in the game yet. Here's the pitch to O'Neill. 1-2 is a 25 that's going to hit on the ground to the second baseman, Rich Rollins. Throws to first. 3 up and 3 down for the Indians. We go to the top of the fifth. Twins still lead 3-1. We'll start the fifth inning. He is 11 for 32. He's got 4 homers, 2 steals, and 6 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Jimmy Hall. 63 is a fly ball to right field, caught by Elmer Smith. 1 down. Tony Oliva, who leads the team in RBIs. 62 is a swing and a miss for a strike 3. Jim Bagby sends a good hitter back to the dugout. A strikeout victim. Here is Harmon Killebrew. 3-1 is a 9 against an A. That will be a 28 play result. And ground out to the shortstop, Joe Sewell. All right, Jim Bagby has retired 8 in a row. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Twins 3, Indians 1. Here's Bill Wamsgans coming to bat for Cleveland. Grounded out to third base his first time up. Here's a pitch from Pasquale. 56 is a 34. That's a Y and a strikeout. 3 strikeouts in the last 2+ innings. Here is Jim Bagby. 1-3 is going to be a base on balls. He walks the pitcher. Bagby is rated slow, so the Indians will play it safe on the base paths. Here's Joe Sewell. .3-3 roll. That's a hit column roll for the Indians shortstop. 1-3 is going to be a double. Bagby is slow, so he'll settle at third. Cleveland has the tying runs in scoring position with 1 away. And the hitter is Joe Evans. Joe Evans with a chance to apply balm to the Indians' wounds. They're down by 2. Here's the pitch to Joe Evans with 2 runners in scoring position. 36 is a 14. That's going to be a base on balls. Bases are loaded. Minnesota manager Sam Mealy is not going to mess around here. He's going to go get Pasquale and bring in Bill Bulldog Pleiss. He's a grade B pitcher, Y modifier. He's left-handed. And pitching to Speaker, who's left-handed. He'll get the 1 grade bump up, so he's going to be an AY pitcher for this batter only. Minnesota's going to play the infield back. They don't want a big inning. Here's the pitch to Tris Speaker. 3-3 roll for Speaker. Hit column roll. And 1-6 is going to be another one of his, let's see, patented doubles. Triple for a single column card, but he has double column cards. So it's going to be a double. Runners advance 2 bases. So that scores Bagby and Sewell. Evans goes to third, and Tris Speaker ties the ball game at 3 apiece. All right, Pleiss goes back to a grade B pitcher. Second and third, still only 1 out. Here's Elmer Smith. And he's been hitting like the cleanup hitter that he is, and he's 12 for 34, 3 doubles, 11 RBIs. Infield's playing back. Here's the pitch to Smith. 43 is a 29. Ground ball to the pitcher. He's going to be able to check the runners and throw to first. 2 outs. Larry Gardner. Gardner's followed by Doc Johnston. Here's the pitch to Gardner with 2 outs. 22 is going to be a 7 against a B. Base hit. Runners score. Throw goes to home to try to get that second runner. And Gardner singles and goes to second on the throw. 2 RBIs. And the Indians take a 5-3 lead in the 5th inning. Indians first baseman Doc Johnston comes to bat. 4 runs home in the inning. Here's the pitch to Johnson. He could get another one with a hit here. 44 is a 7 against the B. That's going to be a single, scoring Gardner. And the Indians keep the line moving. It is 6-3. Steve O'Neill comes up, and the Indians will have batted around. Here's the pitch to O'Neill. 63 is a fly ball to center field. Jimmy Hall is under it, makes the catch. But we go to the 6th inning with a new leader, Cleveland 6, Minnesota 3. Jim Bagby returns to the mound with a better outlook on life. He was down by 2. Now he's up by 3. Earl Batty, Don Mincher, and Rick Reese will be the hitters for the Twins in the 6th inning. 21 is a fly ball to left field. Joe Evans moves to his right, measures it, and picks it out of the sky. 1 down. Don Mincher. Not only slugged home runs for the Twins, but he also played for Seattle. He played for Oakland. There's a couple other teams I remember him playing on. California. Here's the pitch. 33 is a 4, and that's a double for Don Mincher. He's in scoring position. Twins will play it safe. Rick Reese. He's a slow runner. Pitch to Reese. 56 is a 34, popped up on the infield. The second baseman, Bill Wansgratz, has it, and there's 2 outs. Rick Rollins. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. 3 outs. Mincher is stranded at second. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 6-3, Cleveland. Mel Nelson comes on to pitch the last of the 6 for Minnesota. He's a grade C pitcher, no modifiers. He has Bill Wamsgantz, the pitcher, and then the top of the order. Here's the pitch to Wamsgantz. 1-5 is a 10. He gets a C. That's going to be a leadoff single by the Indians' second baseman, Wamsgans. His first hit in the game, he's 1 for 3. Average speed at first. Jim Bagby comes up. Bagby's going to square around and try to butt him over to second. 33 is a second column roll, which happens sometimes when you're sacrificing. 41 is a 7, and that's going to be a bunt picked up by the first baseman, Don Mincher. Throws to Rollins covering first. Wamsgans goes to second. 1 away. And Jim Bagby goes back to the dugout wishing he were swinging away. He got a great pitch to hit. The Indians have moved the runner to scoring position. Here is Joe Sewell. 6-4 is a base on balls. First and second for Cleveland, 1 out. Joe Evans, a .349 hitter in 1920. 31 is an 8 against a C. That's going to be a single. It scores Wamsgans. Sewell goes to third. 7-3. Minnesota play the infield in. Tris Speaker's the batter. 6-5 is a 35. That's going to be a foul out along the first base line. Giving chase is Rick Rollins, makes the catch. Quickly turns back to the infield. Nobody advances. First and third, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Elmer Smith. 24 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Go to the top of the 7th inning. Cleveland adds 1 in the 6th. They lead 7-3. Jim Bagby has reached the point of fatigue. 3 bad things happen to him from here on. His grade will go down 1 letter grade. Sandy Valespino will hit for the Minnesota pitcher, Mel Nelson, to lead off the top of the 7th inning for Minnesota. They're down by 4 runs. 43 is a 29. It's a roller back to Bagby. This time he makes the play successfully. 1-3. 1 down. Zoyo Versailles. 5-5 is a 8 against an A. That's going to be an out. Play result is fly ball center field. 2 down. Jimmy Hall. 3-2 is a ground ball to the right side, taken by Bill Wamsgans. The throw to first. 3 up and 3 down for the Twins. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 7-3 Cleveland. There'll be a new pitcher for Minnesota in the bottom of the 7th inning. He is Dick Stigman. Grade C pitcher, X, Y, and W modifiers. Larry Gardner leads off for the Indians. They have a 7-3 advantage here in the last of the 7th. 1-5 is an 8 against a C. That's going to be a base hit for Larry Gardner. Gardner is 2 for 4 on the day. Average speed at first. Doc Johnston comes to bat. .25 is an 8. And I think that's going to be a hit. Let's see. Yes. And the runner goes to second. First and second, Cleveland, nobody out. Threatening to add more. Steve O'Neill. Here's a stretch and the pitch by Stigman. 64 is a 38, ball 1. 1-2 is a 25. That's a ground ball to Rich Rollins. A quick throw to short and over to first. 4-6-3 double play. Gardner goes to third, and suddenly there's 2 outs. Bill Wamsgans. Cleveland has a strong bench, so I don't think it would help to walk to get to the pitcher because they could bring him somebody like Jameson, or they got a strong bench. So they're going to pitch to Wamsgans. 46 is a 29. That's going to be a ground ball. To the pitcher, Stigman throws to first. 3 outs. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Cleveland 7, Minnesota 3. If the Twins are going to remain in this tournament, they really need to do something in this 8th inning. They're down by 4, and they're in the middle of their batting order. Tony Oliva, Harmon Killebrew, and Earl Batty. Here's a pitch from Jim Bagby, who pitched a 1-2-3 inning, so he's got no marks against his fatigue. 144 is going to be a leadoff single for Tony Oliva. 2 for 4. Oliva is fast. D26 stealing. I don't think I'll take that chance. Killebrew's up. Wants to be sure to hit the ball in the air. Here's the stretch and pitch to Harmon Killebrew. 41. It is not hitting the air. That's a ground ball to shortstop. It's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. And they are breathing easier in Cleveland. They've got a 4-run lead, 4 outs to go. Here is Earl Batty. Base is clear. 2-2. That's going to be a single by the catcher. They'll play it safe. Here is Don Mencher. Mencher doubled his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch to Don Mencher. 44 is an 8 against the A with a runner on first. That is going to be a ground ball back to the pitcher, Bagby. 3 outs. For the last of the 8th, Indians are still up by 4. Jim Bagby is still on for Cleveland. He's going to bat for himself. Dick Stigman is still pitching for Minnesota. Here's the pitch to Stigman. 41 is a ground ball to shortstop Versailles. The throw to Mencher at first, 1 away. Top of the order, and Joe Sewell. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Rich Reese is under it, makes the catch. 2 down. Here is Doc Evans. And 34 is a fly ball to Jimmy Hall in center field. 3 up and 3 down for Cleveland in the 8th. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Cleveland 7, Minnesota 3. Jim Bagby returns to the mound for the 9th. 3 more outs to get, and he can pitch his Cleveland Indians into the final 4. The only obstacles for Minnesota are Rich Reese, Rich Rollins, and probably a pitch hitter for the pitcher. Here's the pitch to Rick Reese in the 9th inning. 31 is a 14. That's going to be a base on balls. Reese stays first. Timeout. All right, that will lower Jim Bagby's pitching grade to grade B, and Cleveland's going to make a change here. Guy Morton will be brought in to pitch. He is a grade C pitcher, X modifier. Here is Rich Rollins. 64 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. There'll be a pitch hitter for Minnesota. That's going to be Bobby Allison. Grabs the bat. Here's the pitch to Allison. 42 is a base on balls. Zoyo Versailles, the AL MVP, steps into the box. Twins are down by 4. They got 2 on. Tying run still on deck. There's only 1 out. Here's the pitch to Versailles. 4-3 is a 29. That's a ground ball back to the pitcher. Morton turns towards second, throws to his shortstop Sewell, back to first. A 1-6-3 inning-ending double play. That ends the ball game. The final score, Cleveland 7 and Minnesota 3. We'll be back to wrap it up. The 1920 Cleveland Indians have punched their ticket to the Final Four. They join the 1912 Boston Red Sox and the 1927 Yankees into the Final Four, and they'll watch with great interest to see who wins between the 54 Indians and the 0-1 Arizona Diamondbacks. They will play the winner of that series, which is starting tomorrow. But they go forward. Indians, winners earlier of the dead ball tournament that was played on the channel. And they also won a previous all-time greats tournament that I played many years ago. In this game, the Twins scored 3 runs on 6 hits and committed no errors. Cleveland scored 7 runs on 12 hits, and they committed 2 errors, both by the pitcher, Jim Bagby. The winning pitcher was Jim Bagby, who went 8 innings, gave up 3 earned runs. The losing pitcher is Camille Pascual, the starter for the Twins, 4 1/3, 4 earned runs allowed. Star of the game, we'll go over to the Cannonball Dick Redding corner. Really, there were many stars in this game. Tris Speaker got a double drove in the tie-in run in the 5th. He was 2 for 4. Doc Johnson, 3 singles and an RBI, was 3 for 4. Jim Bagby was the winning pitcher. But the star of the game will be Larry Gardner, the very talented Cleveland third baseman. He was 2 for 4 with 2 singles, or 2 RBIs, and a run scored. It was his base hit following Speaker's double that tied the game in the 5th inning, but his hit drove in 2 runs, provided what would turn out to be the game-winning run, eliminating the Minnesota Twins. Larry Gardner is the Cannonball Dick Redding star of the game. The pertinent and interesting fact here is that Larry Gardner also starred for the 1912 Boston Red Sox, played third base for the Red Sox, and they are in the Final Four. They would not play if they survive the semis. They wouldn't play the Red Sox until the championship game, but we have a home rule that says that if a player is on both teams, they can't play for both teams on the same day. So we'll have to flip a coin to see which days Larry Gardner will play on those teams if they make it that far. And that coin flip will be for who plays on the first game, and then Gardner would automatically play for the other team on the second game, and then back to the original team for the third game if the third game is necessary. Well, that concludes our broadcast today. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and God bless.